Hey, I'm Emily and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a sticker using Canva and how to cut it using your Cricut. So first things first, for designing stickers on Canva, I like using the Instagram post size because it's nice and small and I think it's easy to work with. We're going to make the Witch's Brew sticker that I showed in the beginning of the video. So I have to go over to the left, click on text, and add a text box. And I'm typing Witch's Brew. And I'm just scrolling to see what font I think looks good, which one I want to use. Now, if you've never used Canva before, they have a free option and also a pro option. So I pay for the pro, and the pro gives you access to a bunch of different fonts and images and tools that you don't have access to in the free version. So any font or image that has that little crown next to it, that means that it's part of the pro package. So unless you subscribe to Pro, you won't be able to use it. So if you're using the free version, you can only select things that don't have that crown next to it. And I really like this one. Again, this one is Pro. So if you were going to be making something similar, you would just have to pick a different font. So I'm just going to leave that font in the middle and then go back to text box again. And I'm typing Love Potion. And same thing, I'm just looking for a font that I like. And sometimes it's hard for me to choose between two different fonts. So I'll just duplicate my text and then change the font on the second one so I could see them side by side and decide which one I like better. And I think I like the second one a little bit better. I'm gonna click on the first one and delete it. Okay, so then for graphics, I'm going up to elements on the left-hand side, and I want to have just like a bunch of like stars and sparkles and like a moon. So I'm searching sparkle, and now you can see that with the graphics, a lot of them do have like the crown in the bottom right corner. If you're using the free version, you would just have to pick one that does not have the little crown. I really like these two. It gives a little bit of a different variety. So then I'm gonna search crescent moon. And I really like the shape of this one. I want like a little bundle of herbs. So there we go. So now that I have all of my graphics here, I'm gonna size them down. And I wanted the theme to be purple. I'm going to change the image of the herbs from what it usually looks like to make it purple. So I'm going to click on it, go up to the top and select edit, and then go down to where it says filters and select see all. And there are a ton of options to choose from. You can make it warmer, cooler. And I really like the amethyst. So I'm clicking on that. I think that's so pretty. You could change the intensity too, which is nice, but I think I'm just gonna leave it at 100% because I like how vibrant it is. I feel like this is the hardest part, is trying to decide like where everything goes. I'm just constantly moving stuff around and I'm like, does that look nice? Does it look weird there? Like, how many stars do I need? And for the stars and the moon, I'm going to be changing the color of them. I'm clicking on the image and then going up to the top to click, this one's black, so click on the little black circle. And then it brings up all of the color options. They have like a ton of default colors. I don't really use those too often. I really like just like customizing your color. Underneath where it says document colors, there is that little rainbow circle with the plus sign in the middle. So when you click on that, it brings up the entirety of all the colors that you could possibly create on Canva. And I really like using the dropper tool too. So down on the right, I'm gonna click on the dropper tool And then I want all of the stars to be different shades of the amethyst colored herb. I'm just hovering over it, and then once I get the color that I want, I'm clicking on it. I'm making the colors a little bit different, but it's still gonna be in the same family, and I want them all to just go well together. I'm doing the same thing with the other stars. Okay, so now that I have the design pretty much laid out here, I want the actual sticker to be in the shape of an arch. So I'm gonna go over to elements again, and I really like the one that has like the border outline. I'm gonna click on that and it adds it to my canvas. So you just need it to be a little bit bigger. So now you can see that the layers are all messed up. I need the arch to be on the bottom so you could see all the other designs and stuff on top of it. To fix that, just right click on any of the images and then click on layer, and then you could show all layers, which will bring up every single image that you have on your canvas. But for this one, I'm just going to click send to back. So now the arch is all the way in the back, and I don't want it to be green. I'm gonna change the color and use my neutral brand palette colors that I use all the time with all of my designs and social media posts. So I'm just resizing it to make sure everything kind of looks okay in there. And I want to make sure that the two texts and the image are all centered. So I'm gonna select all three, the witch's brew, the love potion, and the herb, and go up to the top and click on position. And then I'm gonna select space evenly and then center. So now it's all nicely centered with each other. And then I'm gonna hit group, which kind of welds them together. So now I could just move them around all together. And here I am using the show all layers feature, which this feature is really nice if you have like a lot of different images and then sometimes they get lost under the other images that you have on your canvas. So it's really nice. You could just like reorder all the different layers. You can like delete it, change the color, and all of that. So I think this looks good and I'm ready to make it as a sticker. So I'm going to just drag my cursor over everything so that I'm selecting all of it and I'm grouping them all together just to make it easier in the future if I want to like move it around, resize it. Before you get it into Design Space, you have to download it from Canva. So I'm going to go up to the top right where it says share and click on download. And I'm just gonna download it as a PNG. Okay, so now you go into Design Space and click on upload on the left-hand side. Click on upload image, and then you could either drag the file or browse. I'm gonna click browse, and then I saved it as the Witch's Brew PNG. So I'm going to double click on that. So then the next step is to remove the background. So I'm just going over to the white space and clicking on it and it disappears. We're making a sticker, so we're using the print then cut feature. So you don't want it to be a single layer. You don't want it to be multiple layers. We want it to be a flat graphic for the print then cut projects. And then it just adds it to your canvas. So it looks like this. We just do have to resize it down because it came in pretty big. I'm resizing mine to be 3 inches tall. And the poison is for another potion bottle that I'm using in another video. If you want to watch a full tutorial on how to make stickers using your Cricut and also how to calibrate your Cricut for print and cut projects, I will link those in the description of this video if you want to check them out. I wound up adding a bunch of thank you stickers to my project so that way I didn't waste like an entire sheet of sticker paper on just the one single sticker. That's why there's a ton of thank you stickers here, but just like ignore that. We're gonna do the print and cut option. So I'm sending this to my printer and making sure that the add bleed is on. For material, I just use printable sticker paper. Alright, so it is printed and ready to be cut. So I'm taking out my standard grip mat and placing the sheet directly on top of that, lining it up as best as I can. And then I need to put the laminating sheet on top of that. So I'm just cutting the laminating sheet to make it fit nicely onto the sticker paper. And then I'm peeling the top off and then peeling the backing off as nice and evenly as I can. And then using my scraper tool, I'm very lightly just scraping it down and making sure that there's no bubbles. And then it is time for my Cricut to do its thing. So first it's going to scan everything. And then after it scans, then it cuts. And once it's done cutting, I'm going to flip the mat upside down, take off the excess, and then all of the stickers are left on. And I like using my flat spatula tool to go underneath the stickers and pop them off from the mat. I think that it really decreases the chance of damaging them in the process of taking them off. And this is what it looks like. It's so cute. I think it turned out a lot better than I was thinking. And then the last thing is to apply the sticker to the bottle. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope that it was helpful for some of you. If you want to see more crafting content from me, just subscribe to my channel and you'll get notified when I post new videos. And I will see you in the next one.